Hi, I'm Dave and I help business leaders to use technology more effectively. If you're a estate agent, there's certain things that seem to come up time and time again. I thought it'd be good today to run through those things when it comes to strategic IT and leadership of your technology. The first thing that comes up time and time again is the difference between managed IT services companies and property management and sales companies, because there's a big difference in psychology. It's important to know this. Estate agents are very transactional in terms of their processes, whereas IT support companies are much more methodical and logical in terms of their processes. So you get this kind of emotional disconnect. And the way that I always hear about this are two things. The estate agents complain that the IT support is too slow, or not responsive enough, or don't know what they're doing, because there's a big difference between the way that they're managing their tasks. The IT company complains that the estate agent doesn't spend enough time making IT decisions. It's very impulsive and a lot of things are left to the last noggins, to the last possible minute. So now you know this, you'll probably recognize certainly the first issue in the IT that you have at the moment. How do you fix it? Well, obviously you change IT provider because the other one up the road is going to be way better. No, the problem is that's not going to fix the problem. The problem comes from a difference of thought, a difference of expectation about how things need to be delivered. The estate agents that we manage, we're very clear about what the service level agreements are and we make sure that we deliver on that agreement. But even then people say, oh, well, it's not fast enough, I'm not speaking to the right person. And it's because there's this perception that things have to be done instantly. And actually when it comes to IT, okay, obviously if you can't work, no one in the building can do any work, that's a big problem. But actually a lot of these tasks could be done later. There's this pressure that is put on the IT firm. Anyway, that's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is what you need to do to make sure that your IT is delivering. And the big thing is to dedicate some time every quarter to speaking to your vCIO or IT manager or managed service provider, or if you haven't got something like that, get somebody like me that can help translate technobabble into English that makes sense to estate agents. Because what I see is time and time again, I see money being left on the table. And like, you're a money focused business, so it's incredibly frustrating. I see old computers being used because there's no life cycle management of the IT. So life cycle management, if you've got a computer, you use it for 3 years, you throw it away, buy a new one. But because that's a continual process, and because you're mostly thinking in a transactional way, often they grind things into the ground until nothing works. And they go, now we're gonna get everybody new shiny computers and these expensive screens and we're gonna have these projectors and we have this display in the windows or whatever. And actually you can spend a lot of money here that isn't actually giving you any business benefit. There's a very impulsive decision-making process. And that's not what we want. We want to strategize and plan ahead. We'll have a conversation and go, what have we got coming up in the next 12 months we're gonna need to spend money on. The second area that I see estate agents just wasting money on is not having the right management tools. They spend a ton of time on the phone pling-plonging information between different people, looking at emails, pling-plonging information. Now, we've got AI coming on board soon. That's going to dramatically affect how you work and it's going to devalue your work. So you need to be absolutely clear about where your specialities lie, because like all things, technology changes with time and we're hitting a point now it's going to change really quickly. And if you're not ready for that, you're going to be left behind because other people can do the same service for less money and be more successful. And if you're selling properties, they get the more money. If you're renting properties, they'll be quicker at managing it. And it's going to affect my job dramatically, don't get me wrong, but your job is going to be changing dramatically in the next 12 to 24 months. So you've got to plan ahead for this as much as you can. Often I see the tools not being used effectively. These automation systems are not set up. And because of this, everything's done manually. There's a big churn of people. People come into the business, they do some stuff, they get frustrated, they leave because they're trying to focus on growing the business and at the same time, all the service delivery. And there's no tools being used to help that. I couldn't possibly manage the number of clients I have or do any of the strategic IT stuff that I have without the right tools. But yet, some reason, a lot of estate agents think that they can work perfectly well just with 4 or 5-year-old computer, a phone, email, that's it. And I see some of them, they're not even on Office 365. And then technologies like multi-factor authentication, I've got another video to talk about that. They're not even considered because cybersecurity is not even on your radar. The biggest risk to your business. So we've got cyber to worry about. We've got artificial intelligence to worry about. We've got competitors who can be able to do the service for cheaper. And all these things are going to impact on your business very dramatically. And it's really important that you have a trusted advisor in terms of technology that you're using to bring that stuff to fruition and chip away at it slowly. Because it's not a big bang process. You're not selling a house. You're incrementally each month doing some stuff to move your business forward in terms of technology. And remember, technology is 10 times cheaper than people. So it's well worth spending the time, investing the money, and really getting the best you can out of your IT. If you'd like to know more, feel free to give me a call. Quite happy to have a chat. Also, click on the link below. It's got some information about how I can help businesses. Love to have a chat, see if I can help you. And don't just change your provider because the IT is a bit slow. That's not going to fix the problem. You've got to change the whole mental process about what you're doing to manage the IT. Hope that makes sense. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and thanks so much for watching. I'll speak to you soon. Cheers, bye-bye.